Victory in Baga. Nigerian troops sweep into this northeastern town in Borno State and wrest back control from Boko Haram.
You go for patrol to instill confidence. You go for what we call raids. Some area you think that the enemies are, which of course they used to be. You go there, take it off them, collect things that are legitimately ours, and then few of them that have the courage to wait, you disperse them.
They showed a cache of weapons left behind by the armed group as proof of success. It's these very operations that the military says is turning the tide against Boko Haram. But the fight isn't being won alone. The government now acknowledges it's getting technical and logistical support from what it calls foreign contractors. But military commanders have told Al Jazeera that mercenaries from South Africa and other countries are playing a decisive fighting role on the front lines. Boko Haram has emerged as a major security threat to Nigeria and its neighbors. It's killed thousands of people over the past 6 years in a campaign to carve out an Islamic state in northern Nigeria. The group has now also pledged allegiance to ISIL, which has called on its supporters to fight in Africa. In recent months, Boko Haram has mounted raids into neighboring Chad, Niger and Cameroon, taking a toll on vital supply links.
The situation has deteriorated because the road is not as accessible anymore due to the insecurity.
Nigeria's government insists it has no need to unlawfully recruit soldiers to confront Boko Haram. It already has the support of the African Union leading a regional force. But as the nation heads towards general elections later this month, some say the government's use of mercenaries is a push for security gains that will translate into votes. Gerald Tan, Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera's Nick Schifrin is in northeastern Nigeria. He's been speaking to Nigerian authorities about the fight against Boko Haram.
According to a senior Western official who works here, as well as a senior non-commissioned officer inside the Nigerian military who was actually injured by Boko Haram, both of them say that the 40 or so villages that the military, or Nigeria I should probably say, has recaptured from Boko Haram was done in part, or at least because of the help of foreign mercenaries. We've spoken to many senior military officials as well today and over the last few weeks as we've traveled throughout this region, and they insist that the tide is turning against Boko Haram, not because of the mercenaries, but because a combination of new arms, more political will, as well as that help from neighboring countries.